Hello, Capricorn, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm an evolutionary life coach. And today, you and I are going to go on a journey through the tarot cards to uncover your spiritual message and focus for the week. So, we have the Ten of Pentacles energy for the theme of your week. So, this is kind of a reminder from the universe to do what you do best, Capricorn, which is to get your head down and work hard. This is also an energy of legacy. So thinking about what you want to leave behind, whether it's physical things or just an example that you want to set. This card is asking you to look a little farther down the line. What do you want to be remembered for? What do you want to be valued for? And who do you want people to remember you as? So kind of interesting questions to think about this week, Capricorn. Interesting because we have you feeling like the Ace of Wands, the beginning of something, whereas this card is talking about the culmination or the end of it. So you may be thinking about the start, but as you are at the start, I would encourage you to think about the end. How do you want the end to look? What do you want the end to leave behind? When it's finally completed, what is the legacy of this new beginning? So, wow, a lot of good power cards this week for you. Ten of Wands, though, on the other side. Okay, and then the Fair-Lilt. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, so we have to leave that place of comfort. We have to leave that place of harmony where we don't really have to do much. And you're being asked to really go through something, go through some ordeals here. I'm thinking of Hercules with his, I think it was 12 labors. But you're being asked to do some hard work. It's hard work that you can do. You're strong enough to do. You have everything you need to do it. But at some points, it's going to feel very overwhelming. It's going to feel very hard. But understand that the other side of this hard work is victory and success and the sun. So, we had this card, the Ten of Pentacles, so 2 tens, and then we also have the Ace of Wands, which is a 1. We also have card number 19, the Star, which is a 1. So we've got all of these ones, this one energy that pushes forward and does one step at a time, takes the leadership and keeps moving. That's what's being asked of you, to take that leadership, no matter how hard it seems right now. You have all the strength you need to climb this mountain, to go this path. And at the end of it is joy and recognition and success, this Sun card. And it's reminding you that at the end of it, you will have joy. I know I just said it, but you will have joy at the end. And never lose sight of the fact that that's where you're headed. And that's why I believe it's really important for you to think about this legacy idea. So if joy is something you want to have, if you're looking back on this project or this phase in your life and you want to remember it like, oh yes, that was a really joyful time, keep that in your sights, even as you're walking up this mountain one step at a time, okay? Keep that in your sights and see if even in those moments when it's really tough, can you find a little bit of joy? Can you find a little bit of satisfaction? Can you find a little bit of evidence that your hard work is paying off? It's important that that's what you align yourself with during the process. Otherwise, when you get to the end, you're actually going to miss the joy. Even though it's going to be successful, even though it's going to work, even though everything is going to go well for you, you're not going to feel joyful about it. You're going to feel exhausted. So it's about folding that joy into the process as you go. Now, I'm being asked to move back to the Ace of Wands for a second. So we've got very much strong sun energy here. And let me just check in and see why they're wanting me to go back to that sun energy. And they're saying the words vitality over and over to me. So really keeping stock of your strength this week, Capricorn. So it's either saying that you're going to be very vital and very strong, or that you need to watch it. and make sure that you do not burn yourself out, that you don't try to do too much. You know, there's plenty of work to do. There's plenty of time to do it in. You don't need to do a sunburst all at once. This is focused sun energy, whereas this is explosive sun energy. So they're not wanting you to give all your energy at the start, like a firework, how it just kind of goes up right away and then it dies. They're wanting you to sustain your energy a little bit longer because this is a long haul kind of project. You really need to pace yourself and make sure that you have enough energy to get all the way through and that you're not just blowing it all in the first stage of it. Okay, one more card for advice to wrap this up for you. Another fire card, Princess of Wands. Keep your heart involved in all of this, Capricorn. It's not all just hard work. It's not all responsibility. Keep your heart open and understand that this process is a joyful one. And as much as you can, communicate that joy to others. Communicate the joy you feel in doing a job well done, in working hard, and getting immersed in all the technicalities of everything you're doing. Be sure to communicate that joy, because when you communicate that joy with others, it does something for you. Because you express it to others, it also makes you believe it more. It makes you feel it more. Shared experiences are always more intense than single experiences. I don't even know if you can prove this, but I remember reading something about how when you share a meal with someone, you actually taste the food more intensely than when you eat alone. So it's that idea of sharing this joy, because that sharing the joy is going to help actually support you and buoy you up. When you share it with other people, it's going to be there as a support system for you in the long run. So Capricorn, very excited for this venture you've got in place and for this journey you're going on. And questions about this reading, please let me know. I always love to hear from you in the comments. And thank you again for sharing your time and energy with me. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you consider liking or subscribing to this channel. And you are finally invited to check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com. It is still under construction. I'm still tweaking it, but the offerings that are on there are current and available to you if you need some guidance or a reading. It's right there. So I will look forward to seeing you next week, and have a good one.